All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to us younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful lake out there, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. And what I want to get into, this afternoon, is dealing with, spiritual playoffs. It's something, that I mentioned over the weekend. And the brother had, left on the comment board for me to remember, and I just want to go into it, since we in the time, of the playoffs, which I've been watching a little bit of it this year. At the end of the day, we know it's a lot of politics involved and different things, but just something to do. I watch a little bit of the playoffs and just to be in that mindset in that vibe of high intensity. And one thing about any sport, with the playoffs is that the things that you did in the regular season, you don't get away with in the playoffs. Everything tightens up. Every possession matters, you know. Every quarter matters, turnovers, all these different things matter on a whole different scale now. Okay? And in the spirit, understanding what we're about to go through, things are finna tighten up. Okay? There's things that, even when you look at, how brothers teach, you know, I know when I first came in, brothers, hollering, talking to people going by, bringing out precept just for somebody that's walking by. Okay. Well, now you see what that the lessons are becoming more edifying. The street teaching is becoming more edifying, and is geared more towards the edification of the believers. You know, why? Because that's Yahweh Shemal Shah has his men becoming more seasoned, okay? Becoming veterans, all right, within the ministry. And one thing about the playoffs, like in the regular season, you got all that flashy, passing and dunking and all these different things. Well, in the playoffs, you don't see a whole lot of that because you can't take a chance to waste a possession. And it's like with these lessons, you know, we can't take a chance to waste a time for edification. Okay? So as we see, things tighten up, it's likened unto the playoffs, man. Okay? And even when you get to the playoffs, the first round, okay, then you have the second round, the third round, then you have the championship. So each level leading up to the championship is gonna get harder and harder because now the competition, now you're playing a better competition. You know? Now it's the battle between the best of the best. So we have to understand in the spirit as these things level up and we go through different phases, all right, Satan gonna level up as well, man, because his job is to sift. Now, what I want to do is start off in 1 Corinthians 9:23. It says, "And this I do for the." I started 24. 1 Corinthians 9:24. It says, "Know ye that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that you may obtain." Okay, so the Apostle Paul is likening this into a race. Okay, and within this race, we're running to obtain something. We're not here for nothing. We have an end game. Okay, you brothers, you should want to be joint heirs with Yahushua. Okay, when Yahushua establishes the kingdom of Israel in the earth, you should want to be a part of that number. Okay, this should be the end game. That's what we're here to obtain. Okay, and you sisters should want to be attached to those men. Okay, that what the Lord is finna give those men. Okay, and if you're a sister, all right, that's gonna be a wife of one of those men. Do you understand the rank and status you're gonna have? Okay, under the Israelite man. Okay, so we both as men and women, we should have something to obtain. Okay, that all that come and go that we want, man. Okay, and that's the finish line. You see, so that's step one to understanding. All right, what this is about. Okay, because before those guys start the season, they already have in their mind championship, the trophy. Okay, the finals. They already have it in their mind before the season starts. Okay, then they do the steps. They do what it takes to obtain that. Verse 25, it says, "And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things." Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Yeah, you see, temper in all things. You know, and that temper goes to self-government, balance. Okay, and that's something that we have to have within this ministry, is that self-government. Okay, that balance is temperate in all things. You know, as lessons been coming out lately, you know how men shouldn't be lions in their house. Okay, being over righteous. All right, and then on the other side, you can't be too loose and too lax and just letting your life fall apart. You know, as we wait on the end. Okay, you gotta be tempered. You gotta know how to use the word. The scripture say, use the word, but not abusing it, because we understand that everything here is temporal. Okay, we understand that, but we still have to move in the way to maintain our situations with balance, man. We can't just go around destroying all our relationships just because someone doesn't believe. Okay, either they gonna get destroyed or it isn't their time. But in the meanwhile, that's why scripture say, be, if it be possible, be at peace with all men. Why? Because that makes the race easier. Okay, that's another thing. If a brother can put the definition for efficient, because when you running the offense or defense, or you playing a sport, you want things to be efficient as possible. That means you're getting the most output. Okay, you're getting the most output with the less input. That's what you call efficiency. You know, when the business run, they want to make the most profit with the less expense. That means that their business is running efficiently. Okay, so as an individual, we want to be efficient. Okay, in how we move within the ministry, man. Okay, now let's go from there. And what we have to understand, since we understand the end game, what we trying to obtain, because man, this the glory of being ruling with Yahweh Shah, man. You know, and like I say, like when you understand ancient kingdom, hold on. Lunch break. Yeah, Salaki. But yeah, man, that's why, like, when you go into ancient kingdoms and just see how the nobility live, it's on a whole nother level. Like, and that's why when you look at, when you study ancient kingdoms and different things, one thing in common is you always have brothers, sisters, siblings, aunties, uncles. They will kill one another to be the one in power, because you can only imagine the feeling of having that power and access to those resources and all these people under you and all these different things. You can only imagine how that is. Okay, but with that comes with responsibility, and that's what we're learning, the responsibility of it. Okay, that it has to be done in righteousness. But I said all that to say this: those people kill for those positions of nobility, and if we endure, it's gonna be given to us eternal. Okay, and I don't have to try to kill, a brother to get, to get in the power. No, he gonna be in the power. I'm gonna be in power. All the other brothers gonna be in power. You see, you know, and we just gonna have so much abundance that everybody gonna be good, man. You know, hey, our women gonna be taken care of on another level that this society that there's no example of it in this society. You know, and that's what we running to obtain. That's the championship, man. Okay, now let's go from there because there's gonna be a lot of things that happen on the way. So we understand what the end game is. Now let's go into the in between. You know, of things that will be happening. Now, when you go to Luke, because hey, we finna come into some times where hey, it's gonna be different things finna level up. Now, this is Luke 21:16, and it says, "And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death." Hey, so we finna see betrayal on another level. Like there's people that you have good relationships with, you know, cause like me and my mom okay. You know, they're saying me and my mother, we okay. You know, I go down there, she cooks, she even know what not to put in, you know, the food. All right. She, you know, me and her okay. All right. But it's gonna come a time where, hey, she might betray me. She could turn me in, you know? My little brother, me and him cool, you know, me and him got a relationship, you know, I know if you brothers and sisters ever had that relationship, cause I used to pretty much have my little brother with me, kind of like he was my son, cause I think I'm 12 years older than he is, so by the time I was in high school, he was like 3 or 4, you know. This nigga here, man. Yeah, by the time I was in high school, he was like 3 or 4. So, you know, I used to have him everywhere with me. So we got a bond. He's an adult now. So now we, you know, kick it sometimes, you know, go to sports bars and chill or whatever. But it can come a time where he can betray me and I can't be offended by that, you know? Because see what Satan gonna do to try to sift brothers, man, he's gonna hit brothers where it hurt. He's gonna hit the believers where it hurt, man. You sisters too, you gonna experience some things, man. You know, even brethren in the camp can betray each other, man. It's finna get crazy, man. You know, cause it's finna be pressure. Okay? One thing about the playoffs, it bring pressure, man. You have guys that perform well in the regular season, but then that pressure comes, okay, and they kind of clinch up. And we don't want to do that, man. But it's gonna be things happen. And they say gonna cause some of you to be put to death. But guess what? You go to Revelation. See, there's a that for everything that the Lord said could happen to us, there's still a victory in it. Okay? You go to Revelation 2:10. It said, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee the crown of life." Okay, be thou faithful unto death. So even in death, guess what? There's a victory for the elect, man. If we die, all right, in Yahweh shot, you know, we still, all right, have a victory coming, man. Okay, we still have a victory even in death. Ain't like this nigga cutting the same goddamn spot, and then like the grass was cut when I got here, man. What the fuck is he doing? You know, it is what it is. But going back to it, even in death, there's a victory. Okay, for the elect, we still get to hold up that trophy, that crown, because that's the ultimate trophy for the brothers. Is that crown, man? Okay, that's the ultimate trophy, is that crown. All right, even in death. So that's one of the obstacles that we're gonna face within these spiritual playoffs, man. But even in that, it's still a victory for the elect, man. Okay? So we have to go into this thing with a mindset of death, man. Okay? Hey, cause even I was watching a video about the ancient the ancient Spartans. And and hold on, let me see. Let me find one thing about the ancient Spartans, like the movie 300. Hey, they love death, man. Okay, them guys, that was crazy. But I watching documentary. Lord will I can do something on that as well. Um, but yeah, man, they went into war. All right, what they mind made. Okay, that look, this could be it. You know, that's the mindset. You know that they had. Okay, they knew that was on. They knew that was an option. Okay, let me see. I got another one. All right, now this is Luke 17 and 32. Now I started 31. It says, in that day, he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Now, that happened in 70 AD, but things are going to happen in this time as well, man. Because it can go down while we at work, you know? It can go down where we can't get back to the house, man. Okay? Or you're out somewhere and it just go down, things just start happening where you can't get back to the house, man. That can happen. You see? But guess what? Hey, the scriptures say this, hey, you're gonna come to a point where you have to move like pilgrims, man. And hey, your whole family might be at the house and you can't get to them, man. We can't get offended. You know? You can't get single-minded like I gotta get back to my family. That's be the only thing on your mind. Okay? Throw the prayers up and keep it moving, man. That's part of the spiritual playoffs, man. Okay, another thing about the playoffs, man, you get certain injuries from key players that you don't expect. The team can't just quit. Okay, the team, all right, got to keep going, man. They still gotta play the game. You know, you have key players get hurt. All right, you still gotta keep going. So we in a time where we might be separated from our families, man. Okay. We gotta know that he is. Do we believe that Yahweh Shema Shai is? Because either, you know, we're separated, you know, to eventually get back together, you know, on the chariots, or hey, like a lot of these women, because the scripture tell you, Luke 17 and 32, it says, the next verse, it says, remembers Lot's wife. Okay, and Lot's wife was thinking about those possessions because we finna lose. That's another thing. Like, we really gonna be tested to see if we're really ready to let everything go, man. That's gonna be another phase. Okay, and one thing about the playoffs, when you lose, what happened? You're eliminated. Okay, it ain't no, all right, more games. You get to a point where, all right, this is they call elimination game, man. Okay. And there ain't no more games and going back to the drawing board. No, it's over. Okay? And Satan, which is the ultimate sifter, he's gonna be trying to eliminate the believers, man. And he's gonna use all type of tactics, man, to do so, man. Okay? But then say remembers Lot's wife, she will remember because Lot's wife looked back because of those possessions that they had, man. Okay? She wasn't ready to let it go. And you're gonna have some women that's not gonna be ready to take that step of faith. Okay, with their husbands. They're not gonna want to take that step of faith. And another thing with women, like the women that's married to brothers, hey, when the Lord start, you know, exalting brothers, and you see those other women coming and getting under, you know, the leadership of your husband, hey, are you gonna be offended? You see, because everybody used to, you know, us as men just being these guys that go to work, come home, drink a beer every now and then, or whatever you do. But nah, brothers finna be, you know, on a whole nother frequency, man. Okay, brother's gonna be sought out for. Okay, so when that happen, hey, you think every wife of a brother gonna be cool? You know, she see all, she see that coming through the door. Okay, the way women gonna be just so submissive to her husband that she just looks at as this average guy. They gonna be some offenses, man. Okay, but that's part of the spiritual playoffs, and hey, there's gonna be some wives eliminated, man. Hey, you might have a completely different roster. Hey, that's another thing in the playoffs. Sometimes the rosters change, man. Like guys that was getting a lot of playing time in the regular season, they might not fit the roster, all right, of the current team they playing. You might not see them getting a rotation, man. So hey, it's gonna be some roster changes too, man. You know. Now, because one thing we have to remember is the book of Ephesians. Ephesians. All right. Now the brother got that definition for efficient. I want to bring that out. This is the brother Yashima tribe of Judah, and that word efficient. It says especially of a system or machine. It says achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or expense. You see, like I said, you don't want to you don't want to have unnecessary drama in your life, man, because we're not balanced. Okay, for doing too much, or we're not being responsible. Okay, that affects how efficient we can be. Okay, you you're always into it with people. Trying to get everybody to believe like you. Okay, you're irresponsible in your daily life now. You always scrambling, trying to make it. Okay, I always gotta do all these different things. You see, that makes us not be efficient. We want to be efficient, man. When we can have the maximum output. Within the ministry, man. Okay, because that does what, man? That keeps us balanced as we run this race, man. They keep demons off of us, man. That keeps us out of nonsense. You know. So let's go here to Ephesians, because we're not just battling, okay? We're not just battling, people, man. We're battling, as the scriptures say, spiritual wickedness in high places. So when you go to Ephesians 6:12, it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places," man. And we have to understand, okay? Hey, Satan is always doing what? Going to and fro, soon seeing whom he may devour, man. Okay? And when you, like, even that term you hear brothers, calling people through, that means they're through. Like, Satan ain't got to do nothing with them. Satan got them. They through. Okay? He wants those that are fighting. Okay? That's who he roaming around, seeing who can catch slipping. Okay? And what we have to understand is the main battle is what? The flesh. That's why Howard Shaw said the flesh is weak. Okay? That's why I said take heed to ourselves, man, because the flesh will get caught up easy and see what Satan can do. Remember, this is spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Satan can open you up to access of things that you can indulge in. Okay? Hey, he can make it where you have more money than you ever had before. Women are starting to, flock to you a little more. Okay? But guess what, man? Those things can be a part of our trial, because one thing about it, there's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with women, but being able to handle it. Okay? And what Satan try to do is try to ease you in with these different things, man. Here it is, you a sister, saving yourself, for a brother. But then you had this guy, this guy of the world that comes in with all these different little these gifts and these temptations. Like, he got plenty of money. He like, look, I'm gonna pay your car off. I'm gonna pay your house off. You know, I just want to be with you. All that can happen. That can be a trial, because to the flesh is gonna be tempting. You know, same thing with brothers, man. You can get a certain, money just start pouring in, then you get to thinking about all these worldly things to do. Now you got these women that you never had. Satan can do that, man. Satan will throw you these little things, man. Okay? They try to do what, man? Throw us off course, man. So remember, this is a spiritual thing, man. Okay? That's why the Apostle Gabar said, look, you got to guard about having too much fun, man. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the day and having fun, doing your thing. But the Apostle, he made the point, you got to guard against too much fun, man. Okay? Doing too much. Okay? And Satan can open them doors up, okay? Just to have us ensnared and folly, man. So this is all, as we level up, we finna all come into some things that's on a different level. We're gonna be betrayed, offended on a different level. Okay? We're gonna be tried on a different level, man. You might, be a brother, you think that you should be a brother to get spiritual powers, but you're in the concentration camp, man. You had your heart set on your mind set on spiritual power, but you in the concentration camp. You don't even know where you at, man. You've been there for 3 weeks. You shriveling up. But guess what? You gotta know that he is, man. Whatever he got planned, okay, it is what it is, man. We can't forsake him. We can't be offended. We just got a deal, man. Because he got a plan for everything. And, we got to go in there with that mindset, Because we don't deserve nothing, man. Okay? Everything we get is a gift from Yahweh Shema Shah, man. We don't deserve nothing, man. So, I just want to put that out there, Lord will. You brothers, all right, you few sisters were edified. Because we come to a time where things are going to intensify, There's going to be more pressure. People are going to be put in circumstances that they never thought, A lot of people from the fold, a lot of people from the, that mentality of dog eat dog, okay? A lot of people going to be for self, man. So, Lord will, you brothers, and you few sisters edified. Till next time I say shalom, Kwam Yashala, a Bible Ball, DTA soon.